Hello everyone, my name is Megan Brothers and I am the Health and Human Sciences Educator for Purdue Extension in Vanderburgh County. Today I want to talk to you about germs and how we can keep our bodies healthy by keeping those germs out of our bodies. So first I want you guys to think about and discuss what we know about germs. So you can pause it if you need to, teachers, to give more time for discussion. So germs, we know, are really microscopic, which means they're so small that we can't see them without a microscope. We can find germs anywhere that we are. They are in our food, they are on desks, they're on walls, they're on floors, they're outside, they're everywhere. Now we do know that there are good germs that are good for our body, that help our bodies work well. Then there are other germs that aren't good for our bodies and they can make us sick. How do germs get into our bodies? Yeah, they get in through our eyes, our noses, and our mouths. So every time you put your hands in your mouth, every time you scratch your nose, every time you rub your eyes, you're getting whatever's on your hands into your body that way. And that's how germs can get into our body to make us sick. So now we need to think about what those germs might look like and really what it means when we say that germs are everywhere and then they can make us sick with all the different touching that we do. So I want to show you a little bit of an experiment to see what germs might look like if we could actually see them. I have put a special lotion on my hands that is going to simulate what germs look like on our hands. So when I put it with a black light, you can see that my hand starts to glow, which simulates what the germs would look like on our hands if we could see it. And if I move the black light to where I've touched here on the table, you see that spot starts to glow as well, showing how much these germs can spread very easily on everything that we touch. So I want you guys to think about all the things that you touch throughout a day. And think about that everything that you're touching is then going to have whatever's on your hands on it. But in addition to that, whatever was on that surface is now going to be on your hands until it gets cleaned or wiped away. So the very, very best way that we can keep those germs from getting into our bodies is by washing our hands. So I want to talk through the steps of the right way and the best way to wash your hands to get rid of all of the germs that could be on there, to keep them from getting into your bodies or keep you from spreading them to get others sick too.
Step 1 is to get your hands wet with warm water. Warm water gives soap something to stick to. Next, put soap in your hands and scrub for at least 10 to 15 seconds. Be sure to get in between your fingers, on the backs of your hands, your wrists, and even scrub in those fingernails. Step 3 is to rinse all of the soap off of your hands with the warm water. Finally, dry your hands with a clean paper towel or a hand dryer and use the towel to turn off the faucet.
Let's talk about when we need to wash our hands. So it's really important, of course, to always wash our hands after we use the restroom. Even if you walk into the bathroom and nothing else happens, if you walk into a bathroom, you need to wash your hands before you leave. If you work with food, so even if you're going to cook food or ready a snack to eat, you need to wash your hands before you work with food. In addition to maybe washing your hands after you work with that food as well, especially if you've handled raw meat. Then you also need to wash your hands anytime your hands get dirty. So anytime your hands are messy or dirty, it's okay to wash your hands then too. After you've been outside, you need to wash your hands. After you've touched a dog or any kind of animal or pet, it's important to wash your hands. Really, anytime you've touched anything that could be a dirty surface, it's a good idea to wash your hands. Let's also talk about hand sanitizer, because hand sanitizer can be an extra protection for you, but it should not replace hand washing. Hand washing will get all of the stuff off of your hands, including dirt and germs and everything else, off of your hands, and hand sanitizer will kill additional germs that might be on your hands. But don't use hand sanitizer instead of washing your hands. If you use it, you can use it after you've washed your hands and dried them. And make sure the sanitizer is fully dried before you do anything else so that you're not spreading that chemical on whatever you're touching after that. Now that we have seen what germs might look like, what germs do to our bodies, now I want you guys to go and practice washing your hands. 30 seconds is all it should take to really get a good washing of your hands. So think about it, wash those hands, and keep yourself and everyone around you safe and healthy. Thanks for watching today on our video on germs and hand washing. Be sure to take our survey at the end to let us know how we did and what you learned. Have a wonderful day and wash those hands.